My name's Kirsty, I'm 19 years old, and I'm in nearly £1,500 worth of debt because of one of these. Basically, 18 years old, I wandered into a phone shop, literally got a phone on the same day, 24-month contract, £50 a month. Unlimited internet, unlimited calls, but I was 18 years old. How on earth was I supposed to pay that? So my payments stopped eventually, I started getting letters, started getting angry phone calls, and then I moved. I still haven't paid back that debt, and I don't know if I will for a few years. Luckily, they haven't found me yet. Pray this video doesn't make them. What I'm trying to achieve with this movie is to tell people just how stupidly easy it is for someone like me to get into a grand's worth of debt. I mean, would you lend me £1,000? There is a whole nation of people my age being given credit they know damn well that they can't pay back. I'm here today to meet some people in my kind of situation and find out their stories and find out just how easy it is to really mess things up. And it's not just the phone contracts that you need to be worrying about. It could be something as trustworthy and reliable as your local bank. I'm here today to see my friend Ben, who's got himself into trouble with his local high street bank. So basically, you've told me that you got yourself into trouble with overdrafts and phone contracts. I was just wondering if you could tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I was young, obviously, uneducated. So, you think about just borrowing money just for the sake of having a few extra quid in your pocket.
So how easy was it to get an overdraft? I mean,
really easy.
What did you have to do?
Simply ask them for a £150 overdraft. Because I've had no credit rating at all, his words were, I'll give you we can only give you the benefit of the doubt. So, and with that, they just gave me the £150, and that was it. I walked in and walked out within 20 minutes. It's that easy. I wasn't going to use it. I promised myself I wouldn't use it, because you do try, but you get hungry, so you dive into it, and then it's gone. Then continue to ignore it. That grew into about £2,000.
Were you working at the time?
No.
No,
I wasn't.
So there was never any plausible way you could have paid it back?
Not really, no.
So is that how it spiraled out of control? I mean, tell me.
Well, basically, yes. I mean, and also because I was younger then, I simply didn't care. That then escalated into about £2,000. So that then that was when they were really starting to give me hassle, because by this point I owed about £3,600 altogether.
If you could go back in time and have a conversation with your 18-year-old self, what would you say to you?
Well, my 18-year-old self would still not listen to me even if I tried. But it should start with education. For owing money to be a way of life, we should be taught about it in schools, because we're not taught about anything, which is hence why so many people, students, everyone, has a giant debt.
So Ben believes if he'd been educated about debt, he wouldn't have got himself into trouble. But I'm going to meet Martin, who is in thousands of pounds worth of debt to another little understood menace. Get it today, fast funds, completely online.
It's pretty much as simple as putting payday loan into Google, and there you go.
Oh my god, and literally how many? 73 million results.
You can get apps now on your phone for them. That's how easy it is, and literally just click on your phone how much you want, submit, and it's done 15 minutes later.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just awful.
Say if you I don't know, you've been in a lot of debt before and you need money, they make it so easy for people who are already in debt to get them. Young people, for example, are more likely just to think, extra payday. Just makes it so easy to put out for anyone who's just pretty much turned 18. I know that was me who made the mistake by doing it, but if it wasn't so easy, I don't think I would have been able to do it.
I mean, it's always been well known that the easiest people to get money out of are the poor.
Yeah. I found out a lot of the time, if you're into the point where you're in so much debt and you hold it all in, it makes me feel, I don't know, like just no one cares. I think a lot of the companies, they just don't care. They think, it's just another simple loan to someone, who needs the money. If they can't pay it, that's not their problem. Of course, I always regret doing it. It's one of the biggest regrets of my life, that is.
So there we have it. 3 very different stories, all with pretty much the same outcome. What people forget when they lend us all this money is that we're still children. We're still really, really vulnerable, and we don't know what we're doing. Phone contracts, me. Payday loans, Martin. Everyday average bank charges, Ben. What I don't understand is why we weren't prepared for this, why we didn't see it coming. And that's why I think, from the investigation I've just done, and from the things that I've learned through doing this, that net debt management should definitely be on the national curriculum.